In the first lecture in our Before You Apply series, we talked about the primary factors you want to consider when deciding whether or not to pursue an MBA. Now that you've decided that an MBA degree is your best next step, I want to help you better understand the process of applying. In this class, we'll start off with an overview of each aspect of an MBA application, from your academic transcripts all the way through to your admissions interview. Then, I'll introduce you to our proven MBA prep school prep steps process, from foundation building through to execution, so that you'll know what to do and when to do it. Let's start with an overview of the elements of the MBA application package. Generally speaking, there are 7 components to an MBA application: academic transcripts, test scores, a resume, the application form, essay questions, recommendation letters, and an admissions interview. I'm going to talk about each component and how it fits into your overall application package, starting with your transcripts. Regarding your university transcripts, my first piece of advice is you should obtain a copy of your grade reports and review them carefully long before the admissions officers do. Don't rely on your memory, because you might discover too late that 3.1 GPA you remember earning was actually a 2.9, or that you somehow repressed the memory of that D in freshman psychology. But looking for skeletons in your academic closet isn't the only advantage of reviewing your transcripts. You want to review your academic history to identify ways to differentiate yourself from other candidates. For example, if you excelled in a foreign language or studied abroad in college, that might be something you want to emphasize later when you're writing your essays. If there are red flags in your academic history, the sooner you know about them, the better. Once you've identified them, you can take steps to counterbalance poor performance with additional coursework, or by tackling professional and personal projects that require the skills in question. In the 4th lecture in this Before You Apply series, we'll cover ways to mitigate weaknesses in your application, including those that you find in your academic transcripts. Finally, you may choose to address academic shortcomings in one of your optional essays. If you do, then be sure to accept responsibility and certainly avoid making excuses. You'll want to provide convincing reasons that you now have the maturity, discipline, and aptitude to excel in an MBA program. One sure way to offset poor academic performance is to earn a high score on the GMAT, which is the application element we'll talk about next.
MBA Prep School has online classes, self-study materials, and private tutorials that will help you at every stage of your application process. Please visit our virtual campus at mbaprepschool.com, sign up for a class, and prepare to be accepted.